Home Depot's latest earnings are a mixed bag. Let's dive into what this means for the retail giant and its investors. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. Thank you, Thomas, for joining me. We are covering the latest stock market news as always. And today we are here to take a look at the latest with Home Depot stock. Thomas, can you give us a brief overview here of Home Depot's earnings report and why it's been described as kind of a mixed bag?
Yeah, I really wouldn't call it a bad report or a good report. It's definitely mixed relative to the analyst estimates. You have the top line fell short, the bottom line is outperforming. Both of the misses or the outperformances were very slim. Really, what we have are results that are in alignment with the expectations. We have a little bit of pullback compared to last year and the previous year, but I think that's just normalization in the wake of the pandemic. If you look at the 3, the 4, and the 5-year comp, the business is up like, what's the number I have? Like 28% since 2020. That's a huge amount of growth in a short amount of time. So I think a year of flat growth is really normal and just part of Home Depot's digesting its growth and preparing for its next phase.
Want to keep your finger on the pulse of the market? Text the word YouTube to 68285. That's 68285 and get free breaking news alerts from MarketBeat for the stocks that matter most to you. Don't miss out on crucial updates. Stay informed and stay ahead. Now, the report does mention some cautious consumer spending due to high interest rates. So how do you think Home Depot can kind of adjust its strategy to boost consumer confidence here and maybe continuing the spending in its stores?
Well, right. I'm not sure what they can do to boost consumer confidence. What they're saying is the consumer has got the money to spend. They're just not doing it. They're being cautious. So on that line, I think really it's the FOMC that has the ball in their court as far as giving the consumer that boost of confidence. But Home Depot, for their strategy, they've kind of been leaning into the professional business. They've got a larger professional business than Lowe's does. And they're starting to lean into that more because that business is doing better than the consumer end. And so I think we'll see them lean more into that over the year, maybe in the years to come.
Okay, so you just mentioned Lowe's here, but how is Home Depot positioned against other main competitors in the retail sector, especially given current slowdown in its growth? Also, I want to take a look beyond this current fiscal year, Thomas, if we can, but what long-term strategies does Home Depot have in place that can ensure its growth going forward?
Well, I think that just all comes back to the professional side of the business. Um, they announced a new acquisition of SRS Distribution Incorporated, which is another bit of growth into their professional lineup. And I just see them over the coming years as the housing market normalizes, them just trying to maintain that side of the business, but leaning more into the professional side.
Now, Thomas, analysts seem cautious about this one, with some lowering their price targets. Do you have anything else to add to this?
Yeah, right. I think that Home Depot, like I mentioned before, is just in this period of digesting the gains that it's had. The analysts are still positive on the stock. They still see some upside, but over the last month, they began trimming their targets, or their price targets for the stock. I don't see that trend changing now. So what I see this resulting in is just some range-bound trading. You can see that on the chart as well. The market, I can pull it up if you want.
Tired of guessing which stocks to ditch? MarketBeat's exclusive report, 20 Stocks to Sell Now, cuts through the noise. Uncover the truth behind Wall Street's ratings, as our list is curated from the stocks that top analysts consistently rate as hold or sell. Don't let your portfolio suffer. These 20 companies have been red flagged for a reason, so act now and safeguard your investments. This report is free but only available for a limited time, so download today.
Right. So as I was saying, Home Depot has been digesting this large amount of growth that it's seen over the last few years. You can see that here in this sideways trading range. The analysts have been trimming their targets, so they see consensus being about right here. That's probably the cap for the market right now. The post-release action has the market down, but they're buying the dip. As I mentioned in my article, I don't see this as a selling opportunity or a buying opportunity. It's really an opportunity to hold the stock. Right now, we can see some people are already buying the dip. The stock may continue to dip down lower, but ultimately what I see happening is Home Depot grinding sideways within this range to meet this line right here. Let me change to the monthly view. And you can see that this is a very significant uptrend line for this stock. All right. We get a huge boost here from the pandemic and social distancing. Now we're digesting those gains. The market is returning to trend. At some point over the next year or two, it's going to get back over here into this range. We'll probably see a really fantastic trend following signal at that time. It may coincide with a return to growth, wider margins, a combination of the two. But long term, I think that Home Depot will continue to trend higher along this line.
So, Thomas, given the mixed signals from the Q1 report, what should investors really watch for in the next few quarters that might indicate stronger recovery or even further challenges for Home Depot?
Well, we don't want to see any deterioration in conditions. We would like to see the FOMC at least remain on track for rate cuts, if not begin cutting the rates. The real signal will be when Home Depot's results return to growth and we start seeing some leverage in the earnings.
All right. Well, thank you everyone who tuned in with us. And as you're joining us, as we discussed Home Depot's latest earnings and what it means for the market and potential investors, don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth financial analysis right here at Market Beat. And go ahead, share your thoughts with us in the comments down below. How do you see Home Depot's future shaping up? Let us know. Otherwise, happy investing, and we'll talk soon.